Oppo Find X3 Pro Review.
But before we start, please support us by pressing the like and subscribe buttons, so that we can continue to provide the latest information about gadgets and technology. Also turn on the bell button to get the latest updates. Your support means a lot to us. Thank you.
We've grown to appreciate Oppo's relentless drive for breaking the mold and introducing unorthodox innovations. Be it a swivel or a pop-up camera, geometry-inspired panels, the VOOC fast charging, or even soccer-themed phones. The latest Find X3 Pro flagship doesn't shy away from innovation either. In addition to the cutting-edge specs and design, the new Find also bets big on 10-bit color by pushing 10-bit cameras and a 10-bit screen to make sure you're viewing what you've captured in its full glory. Indeed, the Oppo Find X3 Pro was presented under the Awaken Color slogan, meaning you can capture and see 1 billion colors with the hit of a button, something you can't do anywhere else, not that easily, at least. There is a curved 6.7 inches 10-bit OLED screen of high resolution and high refresh rate, while on the back, you'll find a quartet of snappers that can capture the world around you with 10-bit color. The whole Find X3 Pro was thoughtfully designed to envelope these two key features into one extraordinary shaped and waterproofed body. Everything looks so well designed, and the organic curves around the rear camera are something we haven't seen so far, so kudos for that. The quad camera on the back is also bringing surprises. While it looks like your typical quartet of wide, ultra-wide, tele, macro, it is, in fact, more than meets the eye. The two wide snappers use identical 50MP Sony IMX766 sensors, with different optics, of course. Then we have a 13MP 2x tele, and a 3MP microscope camera with 60x magnification and a LED ring flash around the whole things. The micro camera will let you to see details that are invisible to the naked eye and sounds really cool on paper. We just can't wait to test it. Is it another gimmick? Maybe. But color us intrigued, as we haven't seen such type of shooter on any phone. The Oppo Find X3 Pro offers the current best Snapdragon 888 chipset with a 5G modem and support for 13 5G bands. The phone is sold in a single configuration, but it is more than fitting for a flagship 12GB of LPDDR5 RAM with 256GB of UFS 3.1 storage. You also get Dolby Atmos certified stereo speakers and a large 4500 mAh battery with the latest 65W VOOC fast charging. It can even do fast wireless and reverse wireless charging if that's your thing. Oppo Find X3 Pro specs at a glance. Body: 163.6 by 74.0 by 8.3 mm, 193 grams. Glass front, Gorilla Glass 5. Glass back, aluminum frame. IP68 dust, water resistant, up to 1.5 meters for 30 minutes. Display: 6.70 LTPO AMOLED, 1B colors, 120 Hz, HDR10+, 500 nits, TYP, 1300 nits, peak, 1440x3216px resolution, 20.19 aspect ratio, 525 pixels per inch. Chipset: Qualcomm SM8350 Snapdragon 888, 5nm, octa-core, 1 by 2.84 GHz Cryo 680 and 3 by 2.42 GHz Cryo 680 and 4 by 1.80 GHz Cryo 680, Adreno 660. Memory: 256GB 8GB RAM, 256GB 12GB RAM, UFS 3.1. OS, software, Android 11, Color OS 11.2. Rear camera: wide, main, 50MP, f, 1.8, 1/1, 56, 1.0 micrometers, omnidirectional PDAF, OIS. Ultra-wide angle, 50MP, f, 2.2, 110, 1/1, 56, 1.0 micrometers, omnidirectional PDAF. Telephoto: 13MP, f, 2.4, 52 mm, 2x optical zoom, 5x hybrid zoom, PDAF. Macro: 3MP, f, 3.0. Front camera: 32MP, f, 2.4, 26 mm, wide, 1/2. 0.8 micrometers. Video capture. Rear camera. 4K at 30/60 fps, 1080p at 30/60/240 fps. Euro ICE. HDR, 10-bit video. Front camera. 1080p at 30 fps. Battery. 4500 mAh. Fast charging 65W, 40% in 10 minutes. Advertised, fast wireless charging 30W, 100% in 80 minutes. Advertised, reverse wireless charging 10W, Super VOOC 2.0, USB power delivery. MISC. Fingerprint reader, under display, optical, stereo speakers, NFC. A quick look through these specs, and we are already intrigued by the 10-bit promises and the microscope camera. We appreciate Oppo throwing in official IP68 certification, and it seems Xiaomi is the last one of the major makers that still stubbornly refuses to get that for its phones. The Find X3 Pro will be sold in many international markets, and Oppo is offering a free global warranty to go with it, one similar to what Apple is promising for its iPhones and MacBooks. It is one of the concerns when buying a Chinese phone, and we like that Oppo is stepping up its game. And now, without further ado, let's unbox our gloss black Oppo Find X3 Pro. Unboxing the Oppo Find X3 Pro. Unlike them Galaxies and iPhones, the Oppo Find X3 Pro arrives in a big fat retail box jam-packed with stuff. In addition to your new Find X, inside, you'll also find a 65W VOOC 2.0 power adapter and a 6.5A rated USB-A to C cable that you'll need to reach the max wattage. The retail bundle also contains a USB-C earpods-like headset and a black protective case made of rubber with a nice matte finish. The Oppo Find X3 Pro comes with a thin plastic film applied on the screen, but this can hardly pass for a screen protector. There is a Gorilla Glass 5 shielding the screen, so you are well covered. This cheap film gets smudgy in seconds, so we'd suggest peeling it off immediately and opting for a proper protector, if you decide you need one, that is. Undeniably, the first thing anyone would notice about the Oppo Find X3 Pro is its design. While the new Oppo is built by the book, meaning a glass sandwich with an aluminum frame, there is something enthralling about its organic curves that makes you want to pick up this phone in your hands and feel the material. The Oppo Find X3 Pro uses a slightly curved Gorilla Glass 5 piece at the front, and with the screen off, the X3 Pro looks just like the X2 Pro, and you cannot tell those apart. But once you lay your eyes on the back, you will recognize the Find X3 Pro immediately as it is one of a kind. The Find X3 Pro, just like its predecessor, is IP68 rated for dust and water resistance, and we are glad to see Oppo sticking to these official certifications. Most of the front is occupied by the 6.7 QHD 120Hz AMOLED panel. The screen isn't curved, it's the glass that has been curved around the longer sides. The bezels are incredibly thin, and we've learned to live just fine with small punch holes like the one on the Find X3 Pro.
Thanks for watching. Drop a like, leave a comment, and don't forget to subscribe to watch more videos like this.